Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night to some of you, BIAFRANs, depending on your time zone. We don't show. We know the sleep, we there at a lot because we are at war. And when war is ongoing, men don't sleep. Men keep watch and look after their women and children. They take cover so that they know where the enemies are flying and when they will come in, so that they know how to overcome and to strike back. So we salute you from our end. And from us from here, we say, welcome, welcome, and welcome. Hashtag, we stand with MAZI Simon Ekpa is the trend that web this movement should be on the media as you hear us speak now. Hashtag, we stand with MAZI Simon Ekpa. That is what you need to do in every post that you make, in every comment that you make, in every communique that you publish, and in everything that you do out there in the media. Hashtag, we stand with MAZI Simon Ekpa. Since the enemies of the day are becoming more formidable day by day, and the arrays of enemies are increasing, there is need for us to also expand our ambers. So greetings to you all, Biafrans, and we appreciate your synergy and your resilience and commitment. The focus is most importantly recommended, especially from our leader. He said, I have heard your tidings. I have heard what you are doing in my absence. You have anticipated everything that I taught you, and you are even doing it tougher than I used to be. And then he capped up his messages by saying, be tougher than you ever have been. Make it tougher, because we are getting into the Woto Pro Extra Max of 14 Pro. So please increase the volume and let the zoo government keep crying. Let WIC continue to cry. Let every morons continue to cry, because at the mention of hashtag MAZI Simon Ekpa, we stand. Hashtag, we stand with MAZI Simon Ekpa. The kingdom of one Nigeria are falling, one after another. And with me in the studio, I have my amiable comrades who are ever ready and always standing in to make sure that we move step by step to the next level of Biafra. Here we have MAZI Ugo, Just Real Ugo, Chris, Biafran Voice TV. Now in name don't they increase, so before you know it now, in name now go increase, go reach Rastafari. And then we have Raphael Shamaka Ajere, the pastor bam 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 of our time, where they bam 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 everything. As you see, I'm the bam 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 for media, and I saw the bam bam offline. Then we also have MAZI Kelechi Ambrose, Biafra Global Network. Hey, today I don't go school well. See as I pronounce person name. Hey, MAZI Kelechi, I beg forgive me. Like I say, my teacher no give me woto today for school. Then we also have MAZI 555 Vision, Owubiko, the man with the vision of Biafra. The man with the vision of old, who will dissect and then put it in a pinnacle where you will try to go and pick it up and you will find it very difficult to pick until he shatter it for you before you will understand. I welcome you all, my comrades, to the studio. And in like manner, my introduction will start from MAZI 555 Vision Owubiko. Grab the mic, MAZI.
Yeah, thank you, my comrades. Thank you, all Biafrans. Thank you, 247. Vam Vam Vam. We greet you. Kelechi, we greet you. Autopilot, we greet you. Biafrans all over the world, we greet you. Yes, today is another day. We stand with the Simon Eba. Bible says, how long will you sleep? Why can't you be awake? You should be awake because you have to be vigilant to know when the enemies will come. That's why we are here this midnight. Some of us is morning, some of us is afternoon, but for us it's midnight. We have to sacrifice for what we believe in, and we stand with Simon Eba, who has done nothing. The same way they place counter-bounty on MAZI NNAMDI KANU, and this time around, we are not sleeping. Whatever that is happening, we stand with Simon Eba, and we know the secret already, the system of Nigeria and the system of Igbo money lovers. So we thank you as you listen to us. We deliver this message. This holy night we are here. Thank you, my comrades, as we return.
Mazi, we know they hear you.
Hey, network, no one make I unmute myself. Network, no one make I unmute myself. Okay, I don't come back. I don't do bam bam bam. Okay, MAZI, Kelechi, you have the mic, please.
Greetings to you all, lovers of freedom all over the world. I want to appreciate you for always being consistent to the things that have to do with our collective freedom and the mandate that Chukwokike have put on us, Elohim himself have put on us all to pursue for the sake of posterity, for the sake of the current generation, and to glorify God in heaven. And I want to thank you because it is not easy. Without you, we are not going to be here. Without Biafrans, what are we fighting for? We are fighting for everybody that is both the ones that believe in truth and not believe in truth. That is why I'm here consistently to make sure that we inform, teach, expose the things that need to be exposed, and get everyone to be knowledgeable about the facts around them, to make sure we get to our promised land. I want to thank MAZI Simon Ekpa. In fact, his doggedness is unbeatable. He has been a sign of focus, sign of emulation, and we want to thank him for his consistency and for giving us the morale to stand tall and strong behind MAZI NNAMDI KANU. And of course, we are certain that MAZI NNAMDI KANU is going to be out. Nothing created can stop that. As much as nothing created can stop Biafra, we are certain that we are going home, and as we have it on record, the countdown had begun a long time ago, and we have 41 days to go, and we are certain and sure, and that is why we are here. I want to thank you all, Biafrans, everyone who is doing their beats, however you are doing your beat, and making sure that you participate in this concept of freedom. And I want to remind you that it is an intellectual or you are a Nigerian. And of course, I give kudos to all intellectuals who understand what it means to be free. Thank you all, my comrades. Thank you, everyone with me in the studio, my comrades, great men in the work of the kingdom. And together we shall win. And we shall get to our goal. Very much.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, bam, bam, bam. Bam the house.
Thank you. Thank you, Almas. From Mazi Biko to Marwa, Kelechi, the Englishman, and my Mazi Ugo Chris. I greet you. Okay, thank you so much for standing firm on the side of truth. And it is so awesome that the whole world can now see that Mazi Simon deal. And you can see the men here that have rubbed off on the mental toughness resumes from Mazi Simon Ekpa. If you have toughness, we all connected the taproot himself, Mazi Simon. We are all tough, tougher than anyone can. You know, the truth is that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gives birth 50 in 1. And you can imagine what Mazi Simon gives birth to. So these people are just pathetic jokers. And that's why we ask that this is the best time to be alive, because we manifest in our own time, in our own manifest. So do not let anything perturb or disturb you. Some people are troubled that they're going to give us a double of Mazi and give us another, you know, a clone, whatever. I told them that Buhari was cloned. And so do you think that we are fools? People, we are BIAFRAs. You know, go and read John 10. The sheep knows my voice and they hear. We know what we want, and we are determined that just said it's either we get Biafra or we are lower down because we're going to get Biafra by break or by bend. So Biafrans will move.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, who just real, who go Greece, Biafran Voice 247 TV. I think Ras Kimono will be added to your name as well. Fire on. Because your name is increasing every day.
I go add water very soon. I go add water. Thank you. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, my brothers in the house. I greet every one of us. One love, one family, and Biafrans. I greet everyone. Anywhere you are watching, looking, seeing us from this wonderful time. One love. Remember, we are in a critical time. What is Anambra State? He say no sand. Who is say no sand? Anambra State governor say a kinetic matter than a kinetic approach. Now that point we did now. So now whatever is happening, where it is, we are in the midst of war. In case those of you that don't know that war has started, know it now. The war has begun already. The war, when they carry fighter jet, they go bomb places. Waiting that one be places where people they sit down quietly on their land, and the way you have people killing and the bombing, they are not doing anything. War has started. We must be strong. Whatever comes out, we are ready to take it. We must be ready to stand them. I thank you all. Remember, we have no other person now. After MAZI NNAMDI KANU is Simon Ekpa. I want you to go to your Twitter and begin to tag hashtag we stand with Simon Ekpa. Hashtag. If you get Twitter, go begin the Twitter. If you no get, enter Twitter, sign up, and anywhere you see that hashtag, follow any of the media team personnel. They are there. Follow Simon. You go see hashtag we stand with Simon Ekpa. Retweet them This evening we come in peace. God is with us. Thank you very much, Mazi Sonny.
Okay, we thank Biafrans in a very psychedelic manner for waiting una do. Because today, when I don't make the whole world and one Nigeria to know that you people are in control of your lives. You people are in control of your freedom. You people are in charge of what you want, not the caliphate, not the Umokoko which they elected and put into power against our wills. So we want to start by appreciating you and encouraging you over today's sit at home and tomorrow that is coming to be. And also next month of 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, more are yet to come. Whichever way one Nigeria will turn their rudder, if they turn their rudder of the ship to the left, we will follow them. If they go to the right, we will follow them. If they go up, we go see follow them. If they come down, we go see follow them. But the one way we no go follow them do, now from top to bottom, now we no go follow them do. But which way or whichever way where they waka go, we go follow them on top of this our matter of Biafra, because we know be DOS, so we know be in Zama group where they collect money, they sell everybody out. We are in. Now these people where MNK been prophesied say the people that were born, they were predestined inside their mama womb before they even came out to see planet Earth. It is time for all of you to emerge. The emergence of this time is in fulfillment of history. History is about to make itself again. So no matter what you see that is happening now, just stay focused. And on this note, we are making a public announcement to Biafrans and also to every media, because all of you Biafrans are media warriors and media personnel just like we are here. That you don't have the time and the resources to be in the studio with us 247 like this does not mean that you don't know what you're doing. You are very, very important. If you don't share what we are doing, it doesn't go far and wide and it doesn't make sense. So thank you, but it's something we want to put. The issue of MAZI NNAMDI putting a bounty on the head of our interim leader, our deputy leader, Mazi Simon Ekpa, the spokesperson of Biafra, is hereby quashed into the trash. We are advising Biafrans not to dwell or spend their time on it. Let us focus on the ball because we have something important on the table. This message is coming from the office of the spokesperson of Biafra. So please pass this message far and wide and let it get to all Biafrans all over the world. And when we open our lines, do not comment bringing this matter up, because we have a ball and then we focus on it, because these same people are unable to place a bounty on the Fulani terrorists that are coming to kill you in your communities, but they want to use this one to distract you by saying they are placing a bounty on our interim leader. So he's a fool at 100 years old. So on this very note, we are giving our mic to our comrades to appreciate Biafrans and to encourage them on the sit at home of today and that of tomorrow, and more strategic decisions that will be coming on the way. Mazi Kelechi, the mic comes to you first. Make use of your 3 minutes judiciously. There, Mazi.
Yeah. Focus on the ball, and definitely every Biafran who is in the spirit understands this. It is not going to stop here. They are going to continue to bring up distractions, and we are employing Biafrans not to give in to their distractions. It's normal, it's a tactic. Enemies have a way of trying to get your attention, especially when there's something that you are seeing, they're not seeing. They want to get your attention, and at the same time, use your attention as a means of seeing through what you're about to see or what you're seeing. Because of their blood vision, their ability to see, they dwell on your distraction to extract information from you. Because at the point of distraction, you begin to say things you're not supposed to say. You give attention to things you're not supposed to give attention to. And then from all those distractions and those things you say and the things you give attention to, they can get a vivid, or even if it's not vivid, even if it's just a blurred sense of the direction of what you intended. You know, and that is why it is very important you understand the concept of focus. You know, when Jesus was by Gethsemane, there's something about him that was critical. When the devil came and Gethsemane to try to distract him, he was concerned and focused on the spirit. And to the spirit, he said to God, let this cup pass, but not my will. I know that I have to concentrate on what you have called me to do. So even when the devil came and Gethsemane, he was not distracted. So you should understand that we are in a critical time, or critical times, when distraction is the only weapon the enemy has at their disposal. I can assure you that the only weapon they have right now is not the weapon to cut you off from where you're going, but a weapon to distract you. Once they are able to distract you, you can be rest assured that you are going to lose focus and you're going to lose what you are intended. So just understand that the distraction will come in different ways. Whatever way you bring it, how you bring it, doesn't necessarily have any importance. The most important thing is we are counting down. MAZI NNAMDI KANU must be out. They sit at home tomorrow. More instructions are going to come out. You have to be conscious of the fact that the instructions are necessary and very potent weapon for your ability to connect to where we're going. And that is basic. And so hold it on there, stay focused, forget about distractions. They are trifles. They are trifling details. You don't need them. They are part of what they use against you. That is their most weapon. There's nothing else they have in the arsenal, just the weapon of distraction. That is the only way they can get you out of the course. But when you overcome that, then you're good to go. So just leave those bedeviling attitude and actions of guys. Focus on the ball. We'll get in there. Be there soon. Thank you.
Thank you, MAZI. MAZI, bam, bam, bam. Farm this house now for the next 3 minutes.
Children of light and children of the kingdom, we have a bounty before us, and our bounty is to get Biafra. Our bounty is to end the zoological republic of animal kingdom called Nigeria, and we have very short time to get it done. And in such a time as this, we are not going to be, playing puzzle with some hopeless elements in the midst of us. MAZI NNAMDI KANU already told us that it is time to separate the wheat from the chaffs. That having been done, and Biafrans have their eyes opened and set on the ball, are not going to allow anything to distract them. And these are trying times, and as pilgrims that we are, and these are pilgrimage through these deserts and this stormy road through this animal kingdom. As we head to El Dorado, we must be, focused. We are not going to allow anything to deter us. And such a time as this is when the enemy will dangle before us some of these distractions. But we're not going to let it stop us. We have our precious gold, and we are going to get it. We have our spokesperson who, in his exemplary lifestyle, has shown doggedness and has shown, some level of concentration that we emulate. Umuchineke, have it at the back of your mind that our leader read the last page of the book, and the dragon already saw the conclusion of it. And I want to affirm to you tonight that we won. And if you know that we won, you are going to be focused and look straight and get the job done. MAZI NNAMDI KANU is already proud of us when he said, stand your ground. When he said that even though where he is tough, he is tougher, and he said, maintain your position. And what it means is that where you are standing is good. And all you need to do is to improve on what you're doing and make sure there's nothing less you are going to give or put in as we get this job done. 42 days to go, and we're going to sing in the Lord's song in our land. Thank you very much, fellow Biafrans. Let us go on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bam, bam, bam. Sorry for the delay of reception because the internet is a kind of dragging. And when I smile, some people may have asked, why is Akwarawa Soni smiling? I'm smiling because I'm listening to a video that I want to bring to the screen, which some Efulefus are talking about how they have tried to stop MAZI Simon Ekpa. And it's not working. So when I listen to the thing is just like making me laugh because it seems very intriguing. So forgive me for that, my smile unduly. Mazi Owubigo, please farm this house now and talk to Biafrans, encourage them and thank them for today's sit at home and tomorrow that will come, and that of next month that we are anticipating. Thank you. Use your 3 minutes judiciously in the Mazi. It seems Obiko's network is fluctuating and is not getting our reception. So, Mazi 247, grab the mic while network brings him back. Hold on. I think the network is bringing him back right away. Okay. Mazi Obiko, you have the mic, please, if the network allows you.
Yeah, the network is somehow this evening, this night. I hope I'm coming out clear, my brethren. Yeah. Nnamdi Kanu was here with us. Zuckerberg, the Facebook, and the YouTube distract him. But he said, it doesn't matter what you do, I will deliver this message. And for this reason, we will deliver this message. It doesn't matter what the internet is doing. And we are into the time of distraction. And inside distraction, that is the time you will know those that is prepared to restore Biafra. How do we start? We start in many ways, because distraction have started right from time immemorial. According to my brother Kelechi, when he was speaking from Bible, you will understand that when Jacob was in Egypt, in Israel, serving as a maid, they distracted him up to seven times until he fight with the spirit called Israel. They said, now you have fought a good fight. From today, your name have changed and you will be called Israel. That is how Israel come up. The time of distraction, God have chosen us to come and restore Biafra, and that is what we are doing. This is the reason MAZI NNAMDI KANU sent message. He said, maintain your stand. Maintain your stand. He is tough. The case is tough, and every one of us should be tough. MAZI NNAMDI KANU is hearing information of whatever that is happening on the street. That's why he said, if you are criticizing, continue to criticize. Are placing bounty, continue to place bounty. But if you are doing restoring Biafra, fighting to restore, continue to fight to restore Biafra. After the mile, we count the race. About also a go mile. Everyone will give accountability of what he has done. Maintain your stand is because Simon Eber have instilled through autopilot and the Biafran worldwide, more than 80 million people all over, told Simon that we need to stay at home in as much as our leader is incarcerated. And close to 2 years now, we have been maintaining sit at home every Monday. Today, Dave Umahi has endorsed sit at home. Okezi Bazo has endorsed sit at home. Today, Soludo has endorsed sit at home. Today, all the governors has endorsed sit at home because they are holding the Jesus of our time. And that is what you people should know. County bounty has been placed on a Jewish that time they are fighting for their freedom. It took one family, the family of Matthias, the Maccabees. It took them their own family to go and they form a different group, just like autopilot emerged this time in our own time. They formed their own autopilot when the Babylons have already destroyed Israel and captured them as slaves. It took family to form autopilot. That's why we say that the man to restore Biafra has go. And the secret they remove apostrophe out of Bible before they bring King James Version, we have found it out. When you go here, you will understand. One family formed autopilot that restored Israel up to they went to Italy, Roman Empire, and Sinai. That is exactly what is happening today. So we are not distracted. It doesn't matter county bounty. County bounty has been in time here, but what we are doing is to uplift your memory, uplift your mindset, because within days, victory will be ours. If you know you have respected sit at home ever since the rendition of MAZI NNAMDI KANU, it is time for you to gain glory. That's why we have to push more. And our timeline is we stand with Simon Eber. Because MAZI NNAMDI KANU said, maintain your stand and be more tough. Thank you, my comrade.
Okay, Mazi, sorry, I had to refresh because my network was hanky-panky. Mazi Ugo, you have the mic, please. Do the needful with 3 minutes.
Okay. There were Biafrans, thank you once again. You see, waiting with the inside now, something like I said before, we are in the midst of war. With everything going on now, you don't need anybody to tell you. You don't need anybody to direct you. You don't need anybody to. This is not even time to begin apportioning blame or saying how perfect that person was or is or will be. It's not time to wait for anybody to come and do for you. Now you go do them yourself. We are in a moment whereby eke or eke, and you must do the one you must do. As me I sit down here now, they do the one where I sabi do. Now so you go do the one you go do. Like I said, go to your Twitter first of all. Begin to hashtag We Stand with Simon Egba. Free you must free Nnamdi Kanu now. If you can hashtag again, we and Ohaneze Ndigbo and the wicked people, they are not representing the Igbos, neither are they representing the Biafrans. You go fine. And I want everybody to know that, like I said, we are in the midst of war. We are in the midst of war. I have some voice notes that was sent to me from Anambra State, Uli, this evening. Somebody was telling him no, that it's a gun they are shooting. He was telling him no. Are you not seeing it very clear? That is not gun. They are throwing bomb from the Tokumbo jet, Abi Tokumbo jet. They are throwing bomb from the Tokumbo jet, and they are killing people. They are destroying houses. People are crying. People are running out of their houses now in Anambra State as I'm talking to you. And Ohaneze and the wicked fools are trying to distract us with whatever they are doing. We must keep Biafrans informed. We are not interested. We have expelled them just as we expelled the DOS. We have expelled Ohaneze. We have expelled them, what do you call them? The wicked individual criminals. We don't expect them. They are not existing. So let nobody, as you heard Sonny say before, come and they start discussing them. They cannot do anything to any of you or any of us. We are one family. The only thing we have to do now is to be strong. As you hear MAZI Nnamdi Kanu said, he said you must be strong. Because this time we will be inside, anything can happen. Anything at all can happen. They are killing our people. Everybody knows it. They are still calling you. They are killing you. They are calling you to come out for the election. And in the north, many areas in the north don't declare, say they know they're interested in the election. It's there in the news. Go and Google it. You don't even need to. Go YouTube, you type, which places, which states have they not been taking election votes since 2015? You will see it. But our own. And what are they demanding for? Nothing. They are demanding that Nigeria must be turned into Islamic state. That is why they are not taking votes since 2015. And we are only demanding that our Biafra, our fatherland, must be given to, we must be allowed to live in our own land, not in any other man's land. No be Buhari land, no be Shagari land, no be Utuman Danfodio land. Our own papa land. And they are killing us. What have we done wrong? Somebody came up some few weeks ago and they declared that the whole terrorist from the north, any terrorist from the north, represent the north, and they are northern warriors. No, these fools you call Ohaneze, these monkeys you call weak, these idiots you call God forgive me for using these bad names. All these old baboons that are you call your politicians and so what? They have not said anything against that. Obi, your brother, have not said anything concerning that. They kill us every day by day. None of them. He that Dokubo is there running her mouth, telling you how to get your PVC, that her body needs this PVC. Everything is about me, I. What they are going to benefit, you don't even know. You ask yourself, what are you going to benefit from voting? Your papa where don't die or where they live, your great-great-grandpapa them, waiting they don't get. As for me, I never see anything where my papa gain, my grandpapa them, they no gain. I never see anybody where gain anything from this election, from this so-called, what do you call it, democracy or the most stupid. I've never seen anybody where benefit anything unless the person steal, unless the person thief. This is a country you call Nigeria where the righteous will always remain righteous poor, where the criminals will always remain criminalized politicians. They have factories there, they have there, they have there. and we find it difficult to go through common secondary school. We find ourselves in deserts, Atlantic oceans, and we die there on daily basis. And they will still call you to come out and vote, and you are willingly coming out to vote, voting destruction, death, pain, sorrow into your life, into your family, into your generation. We must reject this now. We must stand with every instruction that leads to bringing Biafra, actualizing Biafra. Now there we go stand, and now there we go must stand. Anything you know you can do now for Biafra to come, do. Any ideas you have, carry and come. If not the one where you go feed, they do your own. They do them your own. If not the one you need support of anybody, bring and come. That person no help you. Tell another person. Everybody must do something for Biafra to come. Each person where you see now, if you really need freedom, this is the time. It's either you take the freedom now, either you take it by force now, or they will take the freedom from you. And if they take this freedom away from you now, you can never smell freedom. Your generation, our generation, can never see anything like freedom again. We are crying for posts. Listen, even if they give you political posts, what are you going to do with it? See the people now where they give political posts, what have they achieved? Only personal objectives. They have never, they give you, they make you minister for aviation. Nigeria no get aeroplane. They make you minister for transport. Nigeria no get public transport. Where no be train, where they run for not. They make you minister for works. They know they build road for your place. What is the need? They make you health minister. You don't have hospitals. So what is the need? What are you fighting for? Why do you want to validate the destruction upon your own head? It's only fools that will come to the comment section and begin tell me I will die. Any cause, like you hear Simon said, anybody trying to fight any man, any woman, any person in this Biafra restoration, that their hands are clean, every cause you bring, it will follow you. And all the spirits, both good and bad ones in the land of Biafra, will begin to torment you and your generation. Mazi Sonindeo.
Okay, thank you, Mazugo, and thank you to all Biafrans. Please remember to hit the like button and the share. Share. And do not be carried away with my smile while I get dizzy inside the studio. It's because the zoo government are getting it woto. And as they are getting it woto, they are not making it voice out in the media. So when I see it, I laugh. Because we only see when they come into our land, but we don't see when they go out. So it's becoming unusual. The same way they come in with those armor tankers, they are supposed to be going out the same way and then making the noise with siren all over the place so that the whole world will know. But you know what? You cannot stop what we are doing because it is spiritual. What we are fighting, mostly praises to the ones that have been killed, and it outweighs that are still living. So that is why we are not going to back down, not one iota, and we are not mincing words. We need every gun and bullet, and we implore you to support ESN and our gallant men with everything that you have at your disposal, because the hour has come. MNK said, the ESN that we have set up is going to protect you and to keep you safe and sound. He said, all we need is your maximum support and cooperation. You have to do that with everything you have in your blood, with your intel and messages and calls, and also your financial support is very, very important. And on this very note, we have another Odogo in the house. Odogo, Official Odogu, please grab and greet Biafrans. And as you greet Biafrans, thank them for sitting at home, and also encourage them for sitting at home tomorrow, and make them understand the need for us to multiply our guns and bullets, because we are at war and it is not time to sleep. Welcome to the studio.
Thank you, and God bless you. I thank you, my fellow comrade in the studio. I thank each and every one of us that are watching. I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. I remain your brother Gaddafi of Biafra. Of a truth, I want to thank all the Biafran people that are seated at home today, both home and abroad. Today, you remember, when we call you respond, shows your solidarity. It encourages what we are doing. We thank you for sitting at home today. You remember, the Bible said the path of justice as a shining light, shining more and more to a perfect day, meaning that tomorrow will be better than today. I encourage you to sit at home. That is the only way your voice will be heard. That is the only way we will register our displeasure concerning what we are going through. That is the only way we speak to international communities to know the plight of the Biafran people. Not that they don't know, but we need to do the needful. Thank you so much. Thank you, and thank you once again. Then, the issue of the Woto, I see injury for one is injury for all. This useless set of people looked at us and they feel that all of us here in the media team, all of us in autopilot, what we want is $50,000 as a bounty. For that reason, you can see that it was just not only on the person that his name was mentioned, it was upon us that we say there is no election. It is also upon us that say we need Biafra. It is also upon us that said we need our freedom. So, as you can see, when the people of Israel was building the wall, they said they will not know, they will come in their midst and cause they kill them and cause the work to stop. In this journey of Israel, will not end halfway. It will never end halfway. So, Biafran people, we need more guns and bullets. We don't need to tell you that we are in the war. We are in the war. When we say we are in the war, we are in the war. To the extent that the terrorist government of Nigeria has gone to borrow machineries, employ the service of machineries to come and kill you and me, to come and take over our land. To come and take over our land. So, the issue still.
When you want to unleash fire, 9 network won't carry and come out. Why now? I beg, bring him back, bring him back, bring him back. Apostle must hear of this. Hey, hey now. Gaddafi, come back, oh. Come back, come back, come back, come back. Come and spit that fire. Let the fire finish before network use you do JJ.
Your fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
But Simon paid people to go and protect our land.
I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa, because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
Now, they are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But I'm telling you...
You are disappointed. You are disappointed.
Simon, Raphael.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what kicked me. I don't know what kicked me out. Maybe Sonny Agbarawa.
Fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
It's not bringing him down.
Listen.
You must go and listen to Simon Ekpa, who is doing a very fantastic job. Very great job that Simon Ekpa is doing. Very, very, absolutely fantastic job that he's doing. You must listen to him and share his videos accordingly. Very, very important. He is bringing a new dimension to this very awareness that we are making, and you must listen to him. Very, very important.
Sorry guys, welcome back. Network is kind of crazy with us today, but we are holding them on their blockers. Mazi Gaddafi, sorry network trash you when it was not time. At least network should have informed you that they want to trash you so that you could prepare yourself.
I was wondering.
So please finish your...
Okay. So, like as I was saying, you know, we need more guns and bullets. We need more tanks. We need jet fighters. We need all the equipment, all the military hardware full to get our land, to defend our land. Because they've been killing us since 1947 till date. They've been killing us on a daily basis to face the bond. The Niger Delta region, coastal region, they should know that whenever they want to kill us, they don't say you are this, you are that. All of us are Nyamiri, meaning Nyamiri. As we call all of them Aboki, the same way they call us Nyamiri. So when we say sit at home, please observe sit at home in your own place. Preach to your people. This Biafra is not only for Igbo speaking Biafra. It is for each and every one of us. Our fight is to defend ourselves, because when the eyes is crying, the nose will also join. So anything you can do, go to the website www.ipobinUSA.com. Please do your needful. People that are looking for a way to change their old money, to bring it to us, we will help them and change it. We need this money that you pack in your warehouse to buy more guns and bullets. Remember, every governor in the northern region are all Boko Haram commanders. It is not a crime for all the politicians, though these flavors we have, can also be a member and full member and financial funding member. So what we are saying is that bring out your money. Though whether you bring it or you don't bring it, we don't depend on that your money alone, because we have our own plan A, B, C, D. But one thing I'm saying is this: we must defend our land. Any of us to use whatever we want to use will be made available, because God is the leader of this movement. And God is in charge, and God will take us to Biafra, because we promise you Biafra, and Biafra will give to you. Thank you, my brothers and sisters. Thank you, my fellow comrades that are in the building. God bless you.
God bless you. Very soon, your name will be accorded with pastor, because you're quoting too many portions of Bibles recently. We don't know whether you have joined Cardinal Lekandem or whether
Organa Panty, you know that guy.
I
Gaddafi was born again before.
I also know your Naga you go join.
I don't join Anaga. Onagana.
Okay.
Onagana.
As you go, please bring this video out and then bring it again so that it will start from the beginning, so that we'll bring it to the screen.
This one where they here?
Yeah. Or should I just bring it to the screen? Is it from the beginning now?
Yeah, it's from the beginning now, I think.
Okay.
Go ahead, caller on the line. Tell us your name and where you're calling from.
My name is Kendra. Good evening. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kendra. Go ahead.
All right. I have some questions. I always follow your program.
Oh,
and
thank you.
I know you are a very smart man, and you always lay emphasis on truth,
Yes,
which is of interest to me.
Thank you.
Now, the first question I want to ask is, do you believe that the structure and foundation of Nigeria must change for Nigeria to work?
I believe that Nigeria is built on a structure made of poto, quicksand. I agree with you, my brother. I'm just trying to emphasize it. Yes, for it to work, you will need to rebuild it from the ground up. Start on a brand new foundation. I'm an architect. I build houses, so I know about foundations.
Go too far. Wait till you talk the first time. Wait till you answer. You wanted to answer a question. At the end of the day, you don't come answer the question again. What happened? We don't hear you. You're muted.
He answered the question. He asked him whether he believes say Nigeria no get mercantancy. Nigeria no get anything where you go do and make it work. He say he agree with 100%. In short, he say he no talk away. He say Nigeria na poto nyama be. Now what did she do?
When you don't agree, say Nigeria na nyama na poto and it needs to be destroyed, why are they now still projecting Obi? Pastor Bam, please answer this man first before they play the next line of the
video. To get a better picture of it, let's play.
You for don't let Rafael talk because Rafael is my best man. Rafael is like a customer. If you see Rafael is like
oh my God.
I hate Nigeria, and so I hate this guy now. I would prefer if it is played more so that we'll appreciate, we'll appreciate it.
Do for some play on.
Follow you very well. I know.
Thank you. Your next question.
Do you think that Peter Obi, Tinubu, or Atiku has what it takes or has the intention of changing that?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you.
Wait. Drag and go back some more for this very question where they asked them last.
Do you believe that the structure and foundation of Nigeria must change for Nigeria to work?
I believe that Nigeria is built on a structure made of poto, quicksand. I agree with you, my brother. I'm just trying to emphasize it. Yes, for it to work, you will need to rebuild it from the ground up. Start on a brand new foundation. I'm an architect. I build houses, so I know about foundations.
I know. I follow you very well. I know.
Thank you. Your next question.
Do you think that Peter Obi, Tinubu, or Atiku has what it takes or has the intention of changing that?
I don't believe so.
Pause. Hey! And this is the person that is deceiving Biafrans. But here now, he outrightly proclaimed that he does not believe in Peter Obi.
Sonny. Cool down. You go good when you listen to the whole TV.
Hey! Because
This guy is not P2B supporter. He is Showore supporter.
But you go hear wetin he talk about Showore now. He talk about Showore here. That's
so,
why I say make you listen.
Allow us to finish it. By the time we finish it, I think we'll appreciate it more. Magic, go play.
Hey.
Made of poto, quicksand. I agree with you, my brother. I'm just trying to emphasize it. Yes, for it to work, you will need to rebuild it from the ground up. Start on a brand new foundation. I'm an architect. I build houses, so I know about foundations.
I know. I follow you very well. I know.
Thank you. Your next question.
Do you think that Peter Obi, Tinubu, or Atiku has what it takes or has the intention of changing that?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Now, the next question I'm going to ask you is because of followers, because of the way you always leave emphasis on truth and everything. Now, do you believe that based on the statistical data available right now, INET data, based on how election is conducted in Nigeria, do you believe that Showore has any chance of winning this election in 2023, this February?
If we continue with the way we are going right now, Omoyele Showore will not win this election. And that is why I'm worried.
Okay. Thank you for being truthful. So what I'm going to ask is, what the questions I just asked you now and the answers you just answered me now.
Yes.
So which means that obviously you can see that this election is an election of futility because it's clear from your answers.
It's an election of what?
So why are you,
it's an election.
It's an election in futility.
Okay.
Yeah, because you just asserted, which is true, based on the data available, you don't believe somebody has the opportunity of winning.
No. You see, you're asking me a question. I'm answering you. You know me, the way I respect you don't twist my words. I asked if we continue with the reason why we keep shouting and doing what we are doing is because if we leave Nigeria the way it is, there'll be trouble. So people like me keep talking so that people will change. And I'm telling you that if we didn't even contest, if we kept quiet, people like Atiku or Tinubu will just win without even anybody. So
sorry if I twisted.
So you can't come and say that I already know. No. Let me tell you something, my brother. Let me tell you something before you.
Bro. You see,
you will ask. Look, I'm not going to disrupt what you're saying, but this is a cause for us to just deal with it, okay? Because you've been direct, and even the one you told me to think, I didn't have to think. I have my quest. I just say it the way it is. It doesn't change anything. Listen, what we are afraid of, which makes us shout the way Igbo people have a proverb that you see and I've said this on this show a lot of times. The female, the hen, the mother hen, when you see the cock chasing it screams while it is running. And then they ask it, why are you screaming? He said, it's not as if the cock will not pursue, catch me and mount me, but I want the world to know that at least I resisted, so that tomorrow, you see what we are doing, Atiku may even win this election. Tinubu may win this election. Showore may win this election. P2B may win. Kwankwaso, do you know why you must think like that? If you already knew, then there will not be any need for election. Election is because, let me finish this and then we'll continue. The reason why there's an election, the reason why P2B is still campaigning, the reason why Tinubu is still campaigning is because they must continue this race till the last day. That's why we say it's not over till it's over. If you base your decision on the fact that you see that this thing is going this way, if you see that people have lost their road and they are going to jump into a ditch, you say, I beg, since everybody is going that way, let me kukuma run. Is that what you do? You don't do that. If you, by some means, maybe, okay, let me give you this analogy. Sorry, I'm taking your time. People, there are 5 rules.
Just that the question
Okay,
I don't want
okay,
to
continue, and I'll come back. Continue.
Yeah, so will I be correct? Will I be misquoting you if I say that you said that if we continue the way we are going, Showore may not be able to win? Will I be wrong? Was that not what you said?
No, that's what I said. If we continue the way we are going, Showore may not win.
Yes, I just wanted to so that you don't say I misquote you.
No.
Now, the reason why I'm saying all of this, I'm not trying to drag you or anything.
Okay.
Now, going by what we have just discussed now, what you have just told me now, starting from the structure.
Yes.
You talked about Poto.
Yes.
Talking about Peter Obi does not have this thing, because Peter Obi was one of the people that said in March 2021, where he said that Nigeria is like a broken down vehicle. That Nigeria what Nigeria needs is an engine, not a driver. I'm quoting him. Okay. So we've been able to agree that none of these 3 candidates has what it takes, or even the intention of changing that thing. Mm-hmm. We've been able to agree that for Nigeria to work, the structure needs to change. And you agree that none of these 3 candidates has what it takes to even change, or the intention to change it. Sure. And we agree that if we continue the way it's going, Showore may not be able to win the election. Sure. That is clear. Now, why are you wasting or expending your energy in pushing for Showore when you know all of this?
Can I answer the question?
Why don't you spend your energy, the last thing, why don't you spend your energy in pushing for the breakup of Nigeria or the renegotiation of Nigeria so that the Nigeria can work?
Thank you so much. Now, let me ask you this question before I answer your question. Since you have known me, you know the person that I am. Before this election, what was my activities? Before we started this election, what was I talking about? Where was my energy?
I remember you talked about revolution now.
No, if you really follow me, then you should know now. Because you're asking me why am I not.
I said I follow you does not mean that I follow you 24 hours.
Okay. So let me sorry. Let me not assume. Now that you have cleared me, because you know when people come and say, I know you very well, you know, it means
I know you very well.
No, I'm making an analogy. Okay. So let me take it back. I assumed that you were on this, but let me explain to you. Let me tell you that before this election, and let me even reveal something to you. You cannot say we are one in the.
I thought you said this was a negotiation, because you have been saying all for a very long time.
No. Okay, no. If you wanted to talk, you would let me. You have no. Okay, let me explain to you. It's my program now. You have asked the question. And you made your point.
Your program, you will say allow me make I talk now.
If you want to talk, I've taken. Normally, I will ask people to ask their question, and I will drop them. But I thought you have made your statement, and I'm broadcasting. I'm broadcasting based on what you have said now. But if you want to talk again, you have talked. But I hope I've asked. Your question was, why am I wasting my time? So I had to take you back to see why people like me are still fighting on this front, because we believe that there is also a chance that through this means we can get to what we want.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. My last thing, because I know there are a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people have been calling. Yes.
My last two take is this one. I am a realist.
Yes.
I don't believe in. I believe in data.
Yeah.
I use data. I use figures. I know the number of registered people from Southeast.
Yeah.
I know the number of registered people from South. I know the number of registered people from. I know that
it's not correct. It's not correct.
Yes.
It's not correct.
So I know there is no sitting governor right now in the whole of South and Southeast that is supporting Peter Obi openly. So I know all these facts. So when I'm talking about this person cannot win, you can see all the data there. So my last listening to you is not going to be a question, it's going to be a request. Now, knowing what you know and looking at the areas that we have agreed,
yes,
and knowing fully well that I can see that the reason why you are pushing for, you are supporting the soul is that there is nothing else you can do. At least you know that this is the person that would have been able to do this if he gets in there, and that's why we are pushing for him.
Yes.
In spite of the fact that with the data on ground, if things continue the way it is going, you know that you cannot win. So now my ask for you is that, will you stop attacking those who are doing everything possible to stop the validation of Nigeria as it presently stands? Okay. That's my question for you.
Can I help you and answer me if I am wrong? Why don't you, is this maybe what you're trying to ask me that you're not asking me? Why are you attacking Simon Ekpa? Is that
no,
your
I
question?
didn't mention anybody's name. I'm saying
I'm helping. No, you see that you can say yes or no. Is that the kind of question you might want to be asking? Is that the question you're asking me? But you're calling.
No, I just asked you the question. A question I asked you this time.
What's your name again? What's your name, my brother?
I said my name is Kendra. You can still call me Erasmus.
Kendra.
Imagine go pause first.
Pause something. Do with me is, and if you like, call it brag, but I know I'm very intelligent, okay? And I don't like when I give you an opportunity to talk a certain way. I start talking a certain way. It's almost like you're insulting my intelligence. You came here.
I didn't talk. Say the question you should have asked me is, why are you attacking Simon Ekpa? I want to play this one.
Fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down. He asked me all the questions, okay? You got to this point now, and I'm asking you, are you peradventure saying, I'll ask him, why am I fighting Simon Ekpa?
I didn't mention Simon Ekpa. I just
asked that's not your question. Okay, I wanted to help you in case that's what you answered.
Will you stop attacking those who are willing to stop the validation of of Nigeria as it presently stands? That's what I asked.
My question. That's your question. Have I fought the people who are trying to validate Nigeria as a republic or whatever you call it? Have I fought them?
Yes.
Who have I fought?
Sam Ekpa.
Take that place back some more. Maybe BIAFRANs get the message again. Take that place back some more. His last point.
Yeah, take it back to where Erasmus.
If you like say you go remove him, then I go put him back because he no gree play.
Who are doing everything possible to stop the validation of Nigeria as it presently stands?
Rewind it properly.
Can I help you?
Let that question come well.
And answer me if I am wrong.
So I know there is no sitting governor right now in the whole of South, and Southeast that is supporting Peter Obi openly. So I know all these facts. So when I'm talking about this person cannot win, this person cannot win, you can see all the data there. So my last listening to you is not going to be a question, it's going to be a request. Now, knowing what you know and looking at the areas that we have agreed,
yes,
and knowing fully well that I can see that the reason why you are pushing for, you are supporting so well is that there is nothing else you can do. At least you know that this is the person that would have been able to do this if he gets in there, and that's why we are pushing for him.
Yes.
In spite of the fact that with the data on ground, if things continue the way it is going, you know that you cannot win. So now my ask for you is that, will you stop attacking those who are doing everything possible to stop the validation of Nigeria as it presently stands? Okay. That's my question for you.
Can I help you and answer me if I am wrong? Why don't you, is this maybe what you're trying to ask me that you're not asking me? Why are you attacking Simon Ekpa? Is that
no,
your
I
question?
didn't mention anybody's name. I'm saying
I'm helping. No, you see that you can say yes or no.
Let us dolly a vam now. MAZI, sorry, can I take my 3 minutes?
Hold on. Allow him to get to the end because we want BIAFRANs to get the ending part of what he said. Allow him to get to the end first.
Okay. You know, green play again, no.
Hey, bam. Waiting you do now. You spit fire on top of this video.
Remove
okay,
drag him. Yes. In spite of the fact that with the data on ground, if things continue the way it is going, you know that you cannot win. So now my ask for you is that, will you stop attacking those who are doing everything possible to stop the validation of Nigeria as it presently stands?
Okay.
That's my question for you.
Can I help you and answer me if I am wrong? Why don't you, is this maybe what you're trying to ask me that you're not asking me? Why are you attacking Simon Ekpa? Is that
no,
your
I
question?
didn't mention anybody's name. I'm saying
I'm helping. No, you see that you can say yes or no. Is that the kind of question you might want to be asking? Is that the question you're asking me? But you're calling.
No, I just asked you the question. A question I asked you is what's
your name again? What's your name, my brother?
I said my name is Kendra. You can still call me Erasmus.
Kendra. You see, yes. One thing people don't do with me is, and if you like, call it brag, but I know I'm very intelligent, okay? And I don't like when I give you an opportunity for us to talk a certain way, you start talking a certain way. It's almost like you're insulting my intelligence. You came here, you asked me all the questions, okay? You got to this point now, and I'm asking you, are you peradventure saying, why am I fighting Simon Ekpa?
I didn't mention Simon Ekpa. I just
asked
you
that's not your question. Okay, I wanted to help you in case
I said, will you stop attacking those who are willing to stop the validation of Nigeria as it presently stands? That's what I asked.
My question. That's your question. Have I fought the people who are trying to validate Nigeria as a republic or whatever you call it? Have I fought them?
Yes.
Who have I fought?
Sameta.
Okay, that one, he used a tic-tac to catch the caller. Because the question later asked the caller is, have I stopped the people trying to validate Nigeria? So the caller now did not get it well, and then he answered Simon Ekpa. So he got 1-0 over the caller at that end. Bam the video.
He didn't get 1-0. He's a stupid man. Let me tell Biafrans.
Come on for screen now.
Come on, the idiot for screen. Now, you see, Chidi, you have a doctor attached to your name, but you are the most stupidest human being I've ever seen on the face of this earth.
Now your friend, oh.
Now, number one, this guy comes on your platform and intelligently asks you very interesting questions, and he had so much courtesy and respect for you because he presented it, what's the word now? He presented it intelligently, Kelechi, remind me with this word that MAZI NNAMDI KANU use. The English have escaped me. This word, the way MAZI NNAMDI KANU described what Simon Ekpa did to Tony Nnadi.
Demolish.
No. When MAZI NNAMDI KANU said that his doctrine is the sewage, what is this word? Kelechi, you help me now.
Please speak in Igbo. No problem. Speak in Igbo.
Oh, this word keep going up my head. Now,
Chidi, English. Speak in Igbo.
Now, Chidi, this guy intelligently confronted you. And what you now, when you saw that he caught your stupidity, because when you called the Finland embassy, you already
objectively.
Oh, I beg, I go buy you coke. I go buy you coke. This guy objectively confronted you. Objectively. He dumped you, and then you were not interested in knowing the name of this intelligent guy. This guy that is asking you questions is more intelligent than you. And then you come to tell him that no matter how you present your this thing, I am very intelligent. How can you be telling somebody that you are very intelligent and you are claiming that you are not bragging? This guy told you, asked you questions. The way Nigeria is now, will Peter B, Tinubu, and Atiku, you know they will not be able to change the system and give a better structure. You said no, they cannot. And then he asked you, even though you believe that Chora is a good guy, he has what it takes, do you think he will win? You said with the way things are going, he cannot win. And there, he He now begins to tell you that why is it now you believe all these things? Why can't you stop attacking people that hate this structure, hate Nigeria, and you're attacking them? He did not call anybody's name. But because you have a guilty conscience, because you know that you are not at par at any level with Master Simon Ekpa, who is whiter than white and whiter than snow, who is very intelligent and knows that the zoo needs to be brought down by every means possible. Because anybody that claims to be standing for truth and yet is trying to validate any form of election, whether the person is a holy angel, Michael, contesting an election in the zoo, and you know he cannot win, and you are there, see him trying to stand with Shomore, who is a manipulative, liar. Because Shomore, if he's not a liar, cannot be telling people that he can win an election in Nigeria when he knows that even in his local government he cannot win. And Chidi, you affirmed it there that going by what is going on now, Shomore cannot win. And this guy asked you, why would you stop attacking people? The next thing you are telling him that I am very intelligent. Why not ask me why am I attacking Simon Ekpa? He did not call Simon Ekpa's name. He did not. Because it is not only Simon Ekpa that is objectively addressing the issues in the zoo. It's not only Simon Ekpa. But Simon Ekpa is one of them. And you know very well, you have actually shot yourself on the foot by telling the whole world that you are deliberately attacking Simon Ekpa, who is doing the needful to end Nigeria. And you are there pretending as if you are trying to speak the truth. Chidi, you are a pathetic, stupid, crazy human being. Because I don't know why you will be talking about, trying to help people to save them out of Nigeria. Meanwhile, you are even worse than that Nigeria you are telling people about. Chidi, you opened up now to tell the whole world that you are fighting Simon. Now the question is, why are you fighting Simon when you know that Simon is actually one of those fighting Nigeria to bring it down? And you are pretending that you are fighting Nigeria and that Nigeria is potopoto. Chidi, your potopoto is worse than Nigeria potopoto. I dropped my mic here.
Bam, thank you very much. Before any other person comment on this video, I want to bring another mind-blowing package that will now scatter all your brains. Hey, make una listen to this one. Let's remove this comment so that we can see the video very well. When I hear this one.
For Ghana.
Yes. Chidi. Look, can do. Good to see you again. Good to see you again.
Nalovito, as always. Nalo. I have so much respect for you.
Yes, sir.
And for what you stand for and what your organization, the IGBO Congress, is doing. And I don't want to talk about the political side of things because we obviously belong on separate camps. And I want to focus on the Igbo interest, like you have said, because any Igbo person who values other interests above Igbo interests is not worthy of being called an Igbo man. And it's because of this Igbo interest, sorry, Rudolph, but I'll do it under 2 minutes. It's because of this Igbo interest that makes me very concerned about the position I see the World Congress take concerning the activities of Simon Ekpa. You and I, at the beginning, I have been in meetings with Simon Ekpa. You invited him, you invited me, we discussed, we all did things together, we raised the monies and all that. But Simon Ekpa has been like a wild dog that is not on leash. And I don't think we've done enough to call him to order. And I'm very concerned about that. I have us to blame, and by extension, the World Igbo Congress. If we are not able to put on that leash, then we don't have any right to say that will represent the interest of Igbo people, because every day that passes, this guy just keeps. I know his autopilot people have turned against me because I reported him to the embassy. I called the Finland police on him. And if he was in Canada, it will be the police separating me and him. Honestly speaking, it would. That's the kind of thing that. So, in a nutshell, I am really, really concerned, and I say this with due respect, but I don't think that we have done enough to show Igbo people that we are trying to curtail or contain the excesses of Simon Ekpa. This is what I'm going to say about this.
Thank you so much. I am very, very happy that you brought up our relationship in the past, where you and I have been in the trenches pushing for this issue. Igbo interest is part of what I mentioned earlier: the killing of our people, economic interruption, and so on. I did mention that when Nnamdi Kanu was free, he could listen. You talk to him, he could listen. He's a very reasonable young man. And it was through him that we met Simon Ekpa. And right now, it does appear to me that Simon Ekpa is a different kind of human being. Like I mentioned, we have tried to use our personal relationship with him to make work more for the interest of the Igbo and not against them, because what he's doing now is against the Igbo. But it doesn't appear to be working. And we have said other channels, which involves many people at various levels. We are hoping that before the election gets on the ground, that we'll be able to, in such a manner that he will see reason and work more for the interests of the people. Again, there are things, and due to the people involved and so on, that I will not be able to share at this point. But have we done enough? We cannot claim we have done enough as long as it's still on the loose. So we continue to work until bring him under control. Thank you.
Rudolph, just before I go, sir, with this 2023, and if you look at the videos that Rudolph played, things have evolved, and you think MAZI NNAMDI KANU was there. Right now, in this dispensation, what Simon Ekpa is using is social media. He's to his advantage. Otherwise, he's just a toothless bulldog. Since we know that he's using media, I expect the World Igbo Congress to match him force by force. People like me, I talk out there, I take all the bullets. You guys should come. When he just stays in Finland and makes an announcement, you make an announcement too. That's what you should do. Make an announcement on social media, because our people obviously are just tuned to that there's poverty, people don't have jobs, they have all the time to be on social media, and this is not putting anybody down. So since then, we need to have a group, maybe inside World Igbo Congress, the younger ones who are savvy, go into these places and post the videos that he's going to cut a clip of this video that we're doing right now, and going to post it out there. And so there should be also a team that should be doing this kind of thing. Let's get a team inside World Igbo Congress and let them put statements. You, as the you are the leader of Igbo people worldwide. Put out a statement. When it calls for a sit at home, you call for something else. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well taken. And in
If anybody is talking, we're not hearing the person.
Can you hear me? Are you understanding me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Network. Sorry, I think I'm back. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, go ahead.
We understanding you.
Okay. And I hope you all listen to the video from the beginning to the end.
Yeah.
Yes,
Take them
Sonny.
out. Take them out. Make people see us. I beg. That's what's nice.
Sonny.
Okay.
Chidi, who is suffering from sickle cell anemia, is saying that if he was in Canada, police will be separating him and Simon. A man who is suffering from the sickle cell anemia, that is number one. That is number one. I wonder how a sickle cell anemia patient will be fighting with Simon. Maybe mortuary won't go. That is a transfer. But be it as may, what I want to let you know is that this IGBO World Congress, or CHID has nothing to offer. CHID is like bat. It does not belong to animals on the air, nor animals on the ground. That's why when CHID lose election, and he thinks say you want to follow, he become a politician. These people are like, they are unstable as water. So whenever they speak, we don't even listen to them because they matter nothing to us. Now for that wicked Igbo criminals, WIC, for this wicked Igbo criminal poverty, Ejiofor, I don't know why anybody bears this name Ejiofor. It's associated with failure and evil as if Ejina. And two, let me point out another thing from Chid's side. Chidi said he's architect and he's bearing doctor. And somebody said on the comment section that he knows Chidi very well. Chidi is a truck driver. So he went to contest for governor.
Gaddafi, wait. Please, the person that wrote that thing, please write it again so that I can bring it to the screen because I refresh and the text.
No, but it's true now. She drives truck in Canada.
So please, that
it's not
a
write
it again so that we bring it up to the screen, please. We need it. Gaddafi, continue, please.
So the truck driver, he says he's architect. He knows about building very well, and he knows about building. He knows about I don't know what makes him doctor. Is it the other type of Dr. Nelly doctor? Doctor where they just go to dustbin and pick attached to their name. Like as I mean, I be chief priest. Maybe and that kind of doctor he is. Now, go to criminals, WIC. The man said, our leader MAZI NNAMDI KANU do listen to them. And today they have jumped rock that this autopilot, this Simon Ekpa, does not listen to trash. No wonder our struggle take long time like this before we are where we are today. That means this is the kind of pressure they do mount on MAZI NNAMDI KANU. So when they mount this kind of pressure on him, maybe he will listen to them as he boasted that is a good gentleman that always listen to them. Now, they have been doing their politics like Ejiofor. I know him very well. It was his community that contributed money, sent him to abroad to go and study. And since he traveled anywhere, what they write letter begging the governor, the Southeast governor. That's why they cannot condemn the killing. They talk about killing. The 4 youths that were massacred by Bubago, these people, wicked Igbo criminals, they did not talk about it as we asked them in that meeting. Now, today, he's talking about the killings. The killings, is it now that the killing started? Now, the special force organized by federal government, trained by Asare Dokubo, went to Ihamufu and killed people. They are the unknown gunmen. Now that is known. This set up a bunch of Otulechuas. They've not talked about it. They only want to stop our freedom. A man that his family, and see, let me tell you, all the members of this wicked Igbo both burial ground in the United States where they will be buried. All of them has bought a place where they will bury them. So these are the kind of people that won't tell us how to build our own land. Me, I don't have any place to bury me outside. I will be buried in Biafra land. So that is why you see whenever they come, they bring in anything that will scatter the freedom of our people. Now, if you feel that Nigeria is good to him, why can't he relocate to Nigeria? His children, none of them visited Nigeria. Him, the useless old fool, has nothing in Nigeria. No investment, none of anything, nothing. The only thing they do is the money they cannot make in US, they come to Nigeria, do political errand boys to the governors, they give them, they shock their pocket US. That's all they do, and that's all they know. So, my people, this man is a foolish man and old fool. Remember, our leader said, foolish people grow old and they become old fool. Every member of wicked Igbo criminals, they are all old fools that grow old and become old fool. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Mazi Kelechi, grab the mic, please. With the except of what you've gotten from Chidi's 2 concussion. You know, a concussion where they drink for morning and for night. So, give us the resultant force of what we have to tell Biafrans. There we Mazi.
Yeah, thank you so much. I was listening to him keenly and trying to understand his mindset, and at the same time, the mindset of the guy asking him questions, and then also, by extension, the mindset of Ejiofor, of the WIC. Now, first, I was also trying to observe Chidi's body language, and I discovered that he had already prepared his mind to defend what he knows he cannot defend. First, I just let me go to the Chidi discussing with Ejiofor and the group of people he was having a meeting there with. And he said something that he has been talking on behalf of the people, and the people he has been taking the bullets. Now, he gave an impression that he's actually representing the people, and Mazi Simon is just a toothless bulldog who is only using social media to his advantage. And I wonder if he is talking about the people against Mazi Simon Ekpa being against the people. How come Mazi Simon Ekpa is able to pull the people along his narrative on social media? And if he, Chidi, and Ejiofor are all for the people, yet they cannot pull the people to themselves in social media, on this platform of social media. Because Chidi have been making broadcasts, talking for all this while, and yet he claims that they are speaking for the people, and yet someone who they say the people are not with is the one pulling the people along on social media. 2, Ejiofor said he is the leader of, Chidi said Ejiofor is the leader of Igbos worldwide. I don't know how he became the leader of Igbos worldwide. Is it because they have an organization that is called WIC? Whatever that means, I don't know, because if it is World Igbo Congress, at what point did the world become the narrative for the Igbos outside the shores of Igbo land? It's crazy, because first we want to understand if Ejiofor is the leader. He just recently I came to know he's him. I don't think any of us nobody talks about him on social media. The people he claims he's their leader, the Igbos, don't even, some people, majority of people may not even know who he is. So in the first place, he is not appointed by the people. He's not ordained by the people. He has no connection regards to, attachment to the people. Let me just leave that anyways. Let me go back to Chidi. when he was the guy was asking him questions. First, he said, when the guy asked him the question about if Nigeria is sustainable and the structure of Nigeria, what Nigeria is built on, that was where he answered the question that destabilized whatever answer he was going to give to any other question. He said Nigeria was built on potopoto. And of course, you know that anything that is on potopoto cannot stand, because potopoto does not have a skeletal structure to hold anything. It's watery. So which means that the base of Nigeria is on a watery foundation, and of course it has crumbled. That means it has crumbled. Now, if Nigeria is on a base that is watery, how come you are supporting a candidate who is contesting on a watery foundation, of which if he is elected, he is going to swear an oath to sustain the watery foundation? If Showore becomes the president, if, not when, if, that is, if they decide to have the election in Nigeria, because of course there will be no election in Biafra land, and which he, of course, is going to be voting for somebody else's nation and somebody else's contraption, because it's not a nation anyways. That means whatever vote and whatever election that is being held, it's not going to, he's only going to elect somebody to run the business of which his own nation, which is Biafra, will not be part of. So he's going to help other people elect some business criminals to, govern that business. And of course, as I said initially, as I've been saying, the business angle of Nigeria is like a brand. When you have a brand, for instance, I gave an instance yesterday when I was making a broadcast. I said, when you talk about brands, just like Nigeria, we all know, we don't need any other evidence to know that Nigeria is a business structure. And that is on that premise that Fulani has control, because that name is a business, name, and Fulani has control over that name. So it does not actually, you cannot tell Fulanis that they don't have right to it. So wherever they come from all over the world, they have right to it, because it's not a country, it's not a nation, it's only a business name, and they have been mandated wherever they are to, control the business. And of course, when you talk about business, you talk about brands. On the platform of brands, that is on that premise, businesses are traded or businesses are run. So when you look at Nigeria is a brand name for a particular product, and that's the product that favors the British and the Fulanis and their stooges. Now, if you talk about brands, you can only talk about brands based on their finished product. That means, if, for instance, let me give an instance. If you have a bread company, for instance, and your brand name is Superfine Bread. There used to be one bread called Superfine Bread those days, when we were little. And that brand name is Superfine Bread. That doesn't mean that the wheat that was used, or the flour from corn or whatever where it's come from, is superfine. That corn is only a product of the farmland. The water is a product of where it came from. Everything that was used to create that, or to produce that bread, is actually not the brand. It only comes as raw materials to give the brand. So the brand itself is the bread, but the products in the farmland does not belong to that brand name. They only purchase the brand. They purchase the products to make the brand. The same way also, Nigeria is only a brand name, cashing and exploiting the indigenous people who are not of Nigeria, but using Nigeria for their selfish ends. So now, Chidi says now that Nigeria is on a watery ground, and he's now saying that Showore, if he wins, would come to swear oath on a watery foundation to correct it. Where is he going to be standing? Because he needs a foundation to stand on. Because if the structure, for instance, if it is the structure that is the problem, then it would have been that the structure here now, we're talking about the erected structure, not the foundation now. Then it could mean that he could stand on the foundation to correct the structure. But now the problem here now, as he said, is that the foundation is the problem. So on what premise is he going to be standing? Is he going to be standing on the mandate of a watery structure that is not able to carry him to fix a structure? I mean, on a watery foundation that is not able to carry him to fix a structure. Because if he is talking about watery and all of that, then he has already concluded that Nigeria is not possible. Nigeria is not existing, because it is already, when you just like you put a bucket of water and you try to build something on it, and then it collapses into it and the water swallows it. So on that basis, Nigeria does not have a foundation, and which means that anybody contesting on that basis of the structure itself cannot stand, because the foundation itself is not there. So Chidi has already destroyed all of that. And of course, in the last moment of that stuff, he was talking about, he deviously got information from that guy to point towards Simon Ekpa. And now he said something. I think he was trying to ask a particular question from what I deduced from his approach. He was trying to make the people ask the guy, and because the guy himself was trying to get from him that you have been on this part of talking about freedom, and suddenly you are now talking about election. And so you see, when you meet devious people who are cunning, and people who are not straightforward, just like the Lord said in the book of Revelation. Sorry, just 1 minute more, I'll be through. Just like the Lord said in the book of Revelation, chapter 1 and chapter 2, he said that if you are neither hot or cold, I will spew you. He didn't say if you are cold, I will spew you out of my mouth. He said if you are warm. Now, why would God say that if you are warm, I'll spew you? When someone is cold, that means opposite the hotness. Why didn't he spew the person who is cold out of his mouth? Why would he spew the person who is warm? At least warm is near hot, but cold is opposite of hot. So, you begin to understand how God hates cunning people and devious people. If all this while, because he had an opportunity to speak about Biafra and to gain popularity for himself, and then suddenly he begins to play ball along line of sentiment based on the fact that according to what this man said, Ejiofor said, that since we are talking about Igbo interest, I don't know from what point he relates Igbo interest, from a point of his own premonition, or from the point of his own gang operation, which is not familiar. I mean, which is not popular in the minds of the people, because nobody have been talking about an interest outside the context of freedom. People have been talking about interest based on freedom. And here is Ejiofor and the same Chidi talking about interest based on what they want at a particular time that suits their interest for what they want. So basically here, Chidi is flawed. Chidi has no basis. Chidi has no, in fact, he has proven to be a Nigerian rather than an intellectual, which he claims to be, because he was telling the guy that he is smart or he is intelligent. And now he has proven to be a Nigerian. So he's not, so as a Nigerian, he behaves like a Nigerian. He talks like a Nigerian. He reasons like a Nigerian. Everything he said was shooting at him, hitting him back. He has destroyed himself by himself and for his agents and everybody who represents that kind of mindset. So Chidi has no point.
Okay, Mazi, thank you very much for your submission. Mazi Owubiko, is your network okay? Give us a shout out. Let's know if your network is okay.
Yeah, am I coming out clear?
Yeah, very well, very well. Okay, I wanted to touch on something because Ejiofor said, the WIC chairman, he said they are trying everything to stop Mazi Simon Ekpa, and they have tried a lot, and he is proving adamant. He is proving adamant. And that it is through MAZI NNAMDI KANU that they knew him. And when MAZI NNAMDI KANU was here, they were able to break MAZI NNAMDI KANU. But they have found it very difficult to break this other one, and with his team. In quote, they say with his team. So first of all, I want to appreciate all of you autopilot that are working assiduously to make sure that the voices of MAZI NNAMDI KANU and the media team and Umuada goes far and wide, because people are reckoning on you. So if they don't do something, they look for you. Now, Mazi Owubiko, I want you to touch on something. And for you to touch on it, let me help you with this first before you go on.
Anybody who goes close to it, you will die. It's not like the name IGBO. That one is cursed. I'll prove it to you. Give you facts and figures. I don't care if you're out dining with your Yoruba friends or else, I don't give a damn. The word IGBO is cursed because the people answering it are very, very bad. And I will tell you that later. That is why there is no group called Igbo in the world that is doing well. It's always rife with division, with envy, backstabbing, jealousy, betrayal. Any group that has Igbo to it, go and check. I said go and check rather than bumbling like an incoherent alamajiri. Go and check your facts and your figures.
Okay, Mazi Obigo, please connect the dots and educate Jofo on the mistakes that they have made on trailing Mazi Simon Ekpa.
Yeah, my fellow Biafrans, my comrades. You know, when we were growing up, we used to hear that an English that says passing seas is not passing sense. And inside this passing seas is not passing sense. You will come to understand why Chedi said that he is intelligent, but someone behind the scene was riding on his brain. And let me try to define Chedi before going to Ejiofor. Connecting the dot is what we call it. Chedi is like a fly that dictates where there is shit. Are you getting it? Are you getting it, Biafrans? Chedi is like a fly that dictates where there is shit. Chedi is somehow irrelevant. He is, I don't even think about him, but let me then go to Ejiofor. Ejiofor made a powerful statement here. He said that they are doing everything to stop Simon Ekpa, but Simon Ekpa seems to be strong, wax-skin strong, that they know him through MAZI NNAMDI KANU. And when you come here, you will see when MAZI NNAMDI KANU said that name IGBO, IGBO, are the most jealous people. The post I made today on my own platform and my YouTube fashion, this is what I used to make my own program today. There is something inside that name IGBO, jealous, envy, greedy people on this earth. They hate themselves, they kill themselves. They see what is good, they rejected to accept it that is good. That is why MAZI NNAMDI KANU is in their means, searching for 100 men. When MAZI NNAMDI KANU made this thing open was when he found someone like Simon Ekpa. It was that time MAZI NNAMDI KANU made it open, even when Chedi was there, even when Ejiofor was there, even when all the people were there. Then MAZI NNAMDI KANU called them Igbo people, the most jealous people on this planet Earth, the most greedy and the most useless people on this planet Earth. And when you come to understand this thing deep, and why we are also Igbos, why we always mention that the secret of to restore Biafra has been written inside Bible, you will understand how everything went. You can get this jealousy from Esau and Jacob. You see how it goes. The same Jacob that ran away and later come back and become Israel that saved the Jewish. Are you getting it? Now, you will see why MAZI NNAMDI KANU was inside the multitude searching for 100 men. It was somebody like a Chedi. It was all these people inside the US that made Igbo people suffering today. They said, do an ordinary grant, but to Chedi and DOS, Ejiofor of WIC, they prefer to build their own house on top of Poto, according to how Chedi clarified it. Even if to Nigeria self is a poto, at least it has value. But Nigeria is not even up to the standard of poto. Now they have made it open that every other person that have been fighting Simon Ekpa is somewhat Nigerian supporter. Today, it has been open that if you fight against Simon Ekpa, you are fighting Nnamdi Kanu. If you fight against Simon Ekpa, you are fighting against BIAFRA restoration. That is exactly what has happened. And this is the reason why MAZI NNAMDI KANU said he will lead in front. That as he is going, he is giving this over to Simon Ekpa for him to shake this basket. When he shake the basket, the wheat will stay and the chaff will go away. And this is exactly what has happened here. If you see all those people who is attacking Simon Ekpa today, you see them promoting Nnamdi Kanu now because Nnamdi Kanu is in detention. They use his profile, green, white, green, using it to support one Nigeria, but using Nnamdi Kanu as the sacrifice lamb to defend Nigeria. If Simon Ekpa, this plan they made now, putting bounty on Simon, if Simon is here now, which God will never allow for such to happen, you will still see these particular people, they will come out and begin to shout, oh, Simon is a dragon. Simon wanted to restore Biafra. Simon is the best. But we have learned. That is what Mark Ejaga told him, asked his children. How many times will something happen to you before you? It has happened to Nnamdi Kanu. Now we see them. That is why we are not sleeping now, bringing this news to you. Because it will not happen again in this time of Simon Ekpa. We have already known, they say that Simon is different to what they are playing because we have seen that they are playing the game of one Nigeria. Thank you, my comrades, as I give space.
Thank you, Mazi. Mazi 247. Chidi, on the other video, was making references that he believes and understands that one Nigeria cannot work, and that all the aspirants have nothing to change the contraction, and that everybody will still come back to the same understanding that the solution is disintegration. On the other video of Dr. Damages talking to Ejiofor, he was telling Ejiofor that Ejiofor should not open his mouth to say that they have done something and that they have done it to their best if they have not been able to capture Mazi Simon Ekpa or to bring him down in any way. Now, in your own way, how can you describe Chidi? Connoting what he said from the other video and what he said in the other video and this other one that I will play. Wait, let me play this one before you talk now. Let me play this jingle before you talk.
Fake news about Simon Ekpa is not bringing him down.
Okay, listen to this other one again.
People to go and protect
yes.
our land.
I just asked you a simple question. People who come to me and they tell me, Chidi, stop attacking Simon Ekpa because Simon Ekpa is the one who is actually raising money and funding ESN. That if not for the ESN that Simon Ekpa sent to Ozala, they will not be coming Ozala. If not for the ESN that Simon sent to Okigwe, there will not be peace in Okigwe. If not for the funding of ESN that was done and ESN that Simon and Autopilot was funding, they went to a Hamufu, that there will not be peace. Are they correct or are they not correct?
Now, they are correct. Let me tell you the truth, they are correct. But I'm telling you...
You are disappointed. You are disappointed.
Simon, Raphael.
Mazugo, connect the dots and give us something in a nutshell.
Well, I will not talk much because I will like Biafrans to participate. But first of all, I want you to know that from that video you first played now, that stop spreading fake rumors about Simon, was the video Shady made that began to get him viewers. And he used that video to attract people, because he knows that if he does something like that, people will start coming back to listen to see what he have to say. Well, if you ask me, on the other hand, who is Shade? I would say Shade has been consumed by envy, jealousy, greed, anger. Why is it Simon? Simon that has not been anywhere, nobody know him. Why me, myself, that has been here? I've been a politician, almost a step to the throne of governorship in Enugu State. Now I am here as Simon. Tomorrow I will also be greed. The same thing. He wish he had the opportunity. If you give Chid the opportunity, he will do something worse than Otapia to Simon. And let me tell you another thing that many people may not know. Shade is not a Biafran, because Shade is not asking for Biafran, only asking for opportunity to steal from the purse of Nigeria. That is the only thing Shade needs, and that is what Shade is looking for. That Shade is not following Obi today or Akwankwaso or whoever, is because who knows what he has collected from Showore. He must have soiled his hand. Shade is not following Showore for nothing. Somebody somewhere has paid Shade for supporting Showore. This one thing we must know. Shade is a politician, a criminal at that one, a criminal, wicked, evil man. If you give Shade the chance, he will slew Simon. And that chance he is not going to get, he will not get, and he is never going to get. So I think we have tried to promote Shade enough. Let Biafrans say their mind. If you ask me, they will.
Yeah, thank you. Biafrans, the lines are open and you can call in with the numbers on the screen.
Yeah, Mazi Sonny, I want to make a very quick observation. Not on Chidi, because it's a nuisance. Fellow Biafrans, I see comments. There's one idiot on my own platform. I have silenced him. Goes by the name of James. He was saying that if Biafrans lose this opportunity of Igbo presidency, that will happen. This is our only chance. Now, I want to speak directly to some of the people that are supporting P2B because of Igbo presidency. In case you have problem of dementia, have it in mind that P2B is not running an Igbo presidency. It's not. And those saying that this is the only opportunity you have, you must be, having problems of cognizance or remembrance. The only opportunity Biafrans and Igbos ever had was in Abori. You remember what they call Abori Accord? If Odimo Gojuku, our eternal leader, could not get the opportunity of you being able to live as a human being side by side with those people you thought were human beings but are confirmed zoological animals. If you did not have that opportunity at that time at Aburi Accord, let me tell you, there is no angel that will ever give you the opportunity of Igbo presidency. You can never have it. You are only living in a cuckoo land. So all these people deceiving you with this is your only chance of having it. Ask them. If Dimotimoto could not give you the chance at Aburi, he tried his best. He believed he spoke with people and they agreed and they came back. They relegated on it. They came against the agreement and they came to fight you, and they keep calling it Biafra war. Genocide, that they came to attack you because you agreed together and they did not keep their own side of the bargain. And today you think they will keep their side of the bargain? Even though they agreed with you in APC that they are going to zone it to the east. PPP agreed they will zone it to the east. All of them agreed, and at the end of the day, they backed down and they could not do it. And somebody is deceiving you with B2B being your only chance. You guys are all pathetic. If you do not rise up now and join this chariot to chase these enemies out of our land and take over our land once and for all. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Raf. World Igbo Congress have been making noise all over the media. And in the other video we played, it was World Igbo Congress. But we want Biafrans to understand one thing, that what World Igbo Congress have come to do is to actually unveil the wolves in sheep clothing, which they have been in pretense, working as and pretending to be sheep while they were eating up MNK and planning his kidnap. Because when you listen to everything that they said, time would not permit us to bring the analysis all through here, but we will only bring one video where MNK was begging them for only $1 per month, only $1 per month. So when you saw them coming out, we have listened to their videos where you hear them tell you that they have been supporting ESN before when MNK formed. And since MNK was kidnapped with their collaboration, they now say they don't want ESN again. And they now go for a Bubagu. They now go and collude with the governors of the East and decide to go for a Bubagu.
No,
and that
Chidi.
Well,
Sonny?
Yes, sir.
They said they formed the Bubago, and the Bubago did not give them what they want. They now formed another one called Anyandibo.
Anyandibo, yes, I'm coming to that. They said they have formed another one, and this Anyandibo, they said, first of all, they said that Ohaneze Ndibo were not cooperating with them the way they wanted. They became foolish and very dolly in nature. So they had to strike Ohaneze Ndibo out of the way. And then they now form another different group, and they call the name Anyandibo. And that these Anyandibo are the people responsible for all the joint dead men squad and task forces and special forces that is created in the Southeast to be used. They said their sole objective is to use them for the election, before the election, and after the election, to use it to destroy every plan that you as a Biafran will be putting in place against the elections. These are the things that came out from the mouth of the WIC chairman, Ejiofor, as he called himself. He said he is an academician. Now, in our subsequent broadcast, we will have time to bring some of these points. But we want Biafrans to understand that the Anyandibo is another group that many of us do not know before now. But from this interview of the chairman of World Igbo Criminals, he has been able to make the whole world to understand that they have a different group that have been set up, and that this group are in charge of the insecurity that is ravaging Biafra land. But let us shock you of these people, because they claim that they were working with MNKO before he was kidnapped and before now, and that they had embraced the idea of Biafra through MNK. But when he was kidnapped, they abandoned him, and that they don't want Biafra again. What they want is Igbo presidency. And they are not concerned about who is killed, who is massacred, who is chopped to pieces, who is raped. All they want is for Igbo presidency to enact. And that if the chances of Igbo presidency is curtailed, that they will come to the realization that Nigeria will scatter and that Biafra will have a say. Biafra will have their destination, Oduduwa will have their destination, and the Middle Belts and the Hausas and everybody will have their own destination, but that they are not comfortable and they don't want that to happen. So that is why they are fighting to make sure they see obedience come into power. Despite all your brothers and sisters that will be killed and massacred. Listen to what MNK passed through in the hands of these criminals.
That is why an organization as big as the World Igbo Congress could not make any iota of difference in our lives. That is why an organization as big as the World Igbo Congress could not make any iota of difference in our lives. As big as they are. With WIC here, why would Nnamdi Kanu come from the UK to come here to lobby your lawmakers? Why should I? You are the ones to do it and tell me what's happening here. That's right. What we ask you to you, you will not do. Ordinary $1.
In the apology.
Do you know how much it costs to engage a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C.? What is happening here? That's right. What we ask you to you, you will not do. Ordinary $1. Do you know how much it costs to engage a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C.? Ordinary $1. Do you know how much it costs to engage a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C.? What we ask you to you, you will not do. Ordinary $1. Do you know how much it costs to engage a lobbying firm in Washington, D.C.? I ask all of you, go and try and recruit one tomorrow. Can you recruit? Ordinary $1 was a problem. $1 became a problem. Can't you afford $1? I can't imagine never in a month. You can't afford $1?
Why not?
Because Fulani people are laughing at us. They are counting on that thing you have inside you, that destructive demonic spirit humor, to question and to argue everything. That's what they're counting on, to colonize and enslave us.
Always.
When they speak, they say, we know you can never be united. We know. Only $1 only. Is it going to kill you?
No. Nothing.
No $1. You're not in IPOB. You don't contribute. Later you ask us, when is this Biafra coming, sir?
That's how they do.
It's not funny now. It's not funny.
Others came here and they got something, including very recently Tanzania. Because some of these people, they're the ones that will drive us away. They will say, oh, God brought you to bring Biafra. Biafra has now come, so you can go home and dance there. Let technocrats in America come and run it. After all, I'm a manager with IBM or Google. Yeah. That's what you will say to us. And mark it down. This thing is going to happen. You will come from America to tell us that you are coming from a country in the world. You know how to do it. Yes. That we that suffered and died should get away and say that. Are you doubting me?
Yeah, no. That's what they're waiting to hold us. I know them.
We have the awareness. Come and join us to make a possibility. before it becomes the reality of our time.
Okay, you can see how wicked that has been. Caller on the phone, please go on rapidly, please, because we don't have time.
Sonny, please send this that clip to our forum. Don't we it, please.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for everything. Thank you for everything that you people are doing. Please, I want to just let you people to know. You people should find out the name of the present Ohanes Ndibu for we to put prayer on his head. Because the way the other one died, let this one move away again. Because we need the name of the present of Ohanes Ndibu. You people should investigate, find the name for us. We put it in the altar. Everybody get where it belongs. That is what I just want to tell people. Please find the name of the Ohanes Ndibu, the present one, of the Ohanes Ndibu. Find the name for us. We will put the name for altar.
Okay, thank you, Mazi. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
he himself is laughing.
Are you the one that handled the first one? That handled that first one. We handle all of them, one after the other.
No, maybe he had to call Chukwu Okike. Maybe he called Chukwu Okike in his closet. Then everything happened. So he just need the name. All right, my comrades. Let us give our closing remarks because we have to look for Simon for where in the.
No, I've checked it. I've checked time. Someone is not. It's not playing. No, it's still offline. He tried to come on, but it's offline. So let's keep checking.
All right, we keep checking. So
no. Let's close, please. Let us close. Look at the time. Simon should be waiting for us. He's waiting for us to round up.
But it's offline now. We know that when it comes to the end.
When Simon finally enters line, you will see him. He's having issues with the system.
Sometimes he has already tweeted that in 24 minutes, as at that time, it's a few minutes. So maybe he's waiting for us.
No, waiting for us. It will be online. Once he comes online, he knows that we'll back down.
But we have to close. We have to close.
Now it's online.
But not online.
All right. Cool down, guys. If call comes into your phone, you can just pick while we pick on Simon. I'm picking on Simon now. So if call comes into your phone, you pick. I'm picking on Simon now. So if the channel is open, we don't mind shutting down now and then starting Simon live. I'm picking on his channel now. So if you have any call, just pick the call.
Okay, he has come on now.
Okay.
Sonny, somebody said Gaddafi should tender apology to South. That person should tender apology for calling himself South. Also.
Nobody is South.
Because there's nobody that's South.
Nobody is South. One name, there is nobody that is South. There's nothing like South.
You are BIAFRA from Coastal region.
It's a grammatical error that they give you from one Nigeria. There's nothing like South. So forget the thing, South. It's a grammatical error. Go back to school and tell them to school you well. When you look at the 4 cardinal points, why do not tell you say north, east, west? Why is it only in the south that they now give you south? That name was created on top of the genocide that was ongoing on top of your head. That was in the 67. That is part of the degree 8 that Gowon did. It was UK government that gave them the mandate as a strategy to be able to cajole you into believing that you on your own can be able to stand alone. So, on this very note, we thank you all, dear friends, as we are setting up our studio to connect Simon. Do not stay away, just stay where you are. It's just that we can't keep long broadcasts to go over 3 hours. So we are setting up the other studio where all of us will show up there, and then as soon as we shut this one down, you'll see us on the other one. So just stay where you are. Don't go off. You just continue watching because go off some more. The other one will pick up and then you continue watching. We are setting up the studio now. So just stay on and enjoy the show because this is time of war. In time we know they sleep. That is why all of us are here in the studio and are looking for.
Let me know whether
everything.
Can you take call? Mazi, sorry, do you want to take a call?
Yeah, take that one. Take that one. Take that one.
Okay, hold on. I am Bright. Mazi Bright, they can hear you.
Okay, 247 Parawa agree to know Gaddafi. I see somebody asking Gaddafi to apologize to South for saying what did he say against himself. My people, some people wanted us to tell this zoo that we're supposed to tell them congratulations for many years of lynching and torture and corruption and killings and everything. My Biafran people, we don't have to listen to all these people. These people who are among us, who wants to divide us against our struggle, we must tighten our belt this time. And those of you that are from Delta State, most especially, there is a program that is going on. Some of us back home are doing it. So you should try to contact us so you can join us in what we are doing, instead of bringing those unnecessary talks inside. So my name remains Bright. We need all we can get from the south. We are beginning our project from Delta State. So please, if you are watching this program, help us share it. And if you know anybody from Delta and from Port Harcourt, you should contact or connect us with them so we can involve them in what we are doing. So thank you very much. Thank you very much, Raphael.
Thank you. Thank you. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Caller, I am half coastal region, I have interland. When I say that, you trace me from Nembe. So we are one. If there is anybody that will say something different, it's not me. Because what you don't know is bigger than you. Thank you for your call.
If it pass you well, wait till you know.
I tell you.